state, your town. It matters. Don Alhart, Rochester's most experienced anchor. News matters, and it matters where you get your news. Weeknights, Don Alhart and NewsSource 13 at 6. ABC's World News Tonight with Peter Jennings at 6:30. It matters.
NewsSource 13 closed captioning is made possible by Tops Friendly Markets.
From WOKR, Rochester, this is NewsSource 13.
Good evening, I'm Mary Bubala. Bill Murray is off tonight. An American delegation led by former President Jimmy Carter has ended a 3-hour meeting with Haiti's Army Chief Raul Cedras. It's a final attempt to avoid a full-scale American military invasion. It is a move that's making waves at home and abroad. We get more from ABC's Nathan Thomas.
Haiti's military leaders had said they would talk with the American delegation led by former President Jimmy Carter, but no one said it would be a warm welcome. From the time the visit was announced last night, government radio and television began urging people to show up at the international airport for a non-intervention demonstration. The plane circled the field to check out the runway, which until hours before had been barricaded with cargo containers to prevent uninvited landings. Members of the military-backed government greeted the Americans, but the 3 men the delegation came to meet with were not there. The meetings they will have are being described as a last-ditch effort to prevent an invasion.
We have a very simple but very important mission in Haiti.
Nous avons une mission très simple mais très importante en Haïti.
To work with Haitian officials to devise a peaceful implementation of the policies of the United States government and the resolutions passed by the Security Council of the United Nations.
As far as the Americans are concerned, the only topic for discussion is the means by which General Raul Cedras, General Philippe Biambi, and Lieutenant Colonel Michel Francois will voluntarily leave the country. Argentina and Panama have both offered to grant asylum if it would prevent a military invasion. But if the scene at the airport is an indication of the tone of the meetings, there seems to be little reason for optimism. Crowds surrounded the American delegation cars, chanting democracy yes, Aristide no. The scene was similar at the military high command headquarters when the delegation arrived for their first meeting. Supporters of the generals making it clear they don't want the Carter mission to succeed. If Cedras, Biambi, or Francois are really negotiating to get out of the country, they certainly don't want anyone here to know about it. If either their supporters or their enemies found out they were planning to leave, getting out alive could be very difficult. Nathan Thomas, ABC News, Port-au-Prince.
Tonight, there is mixed reaction to all of this. Congressman Bill Paxton is against the U.S. trying to strike a deal with military dictators in Haiti. Paxton told NewsSource 13 today he does not support an invasion of Haiti.
This is a mistake for our nation. The president has backed us in a corner. He staked his credibility in our nations on removing the dictators in Haiti, replacing them with someone who also has a terrible record in the human rights category. It is a tragedy that we're at this point.
But there are others who see tragedy in not taking action. Raleigh Farley is a professor at SUNY Brockport. He has studied Haitian politics and written about it for many years.
We cannot have a Hitler next door to America, or a Franco next door to America, or a Stalin next door to America, or plain and straight, a very murderous trial of leadership next door to America. Once that is done, Haiti is ready for business.
The debate about Haiti continues with insight from a local family with relatives there. William Charles left Haiti in 1970. He and his children favor an invasion despite fear for their relatives' lives. NewsSource 13's LaSalle Blanks has their story.
A year ago.
For William Charles and his family, television is the only way to know about the situation confronting dozens of relatives in Haiti. And the pictures they see sometimes scare 10-year-old Esther and 15-year-old Fabiola.
And every time I see the news about Haiti and stuff, like saying that all these people are dying down there now, and sometimes I think about my family down there.
I see all the people and dead bodies, and I see the children, and it's like, it's a terrible scene.
I feel hate. I feel hate in my heart. I cry in my heart sometimes.
William Charles left Haiti in 1970. He says the military killed 2 of his cousins. Today, Williams supports any effort to get rid of military rule in his native land.
I just want to see this country change, and the military get control to control the people, to know exactly the military, they have to help the people, not to kill the people.
Pictures that decorate the living room walls help this family to celebrate Haiti, but television pictures keep them away.
Do you want to go back to Haiti right now?
It wouldn't be safe to. I wouldn't want any of my family to go to Haiti.
But someday, the Charles family does want to return to a democratic Haiti. After all, William's sister Augusta just gave birth to a baby boy. But on this day of uncertainty for Haiti, they're left wondering about his future, too. LaSalle Blanks, NewsSource 13.
The Charles family last visited Haiti in 1988. They last spoke with their relatives a month ago. Well, the Pentagon is mobilizing Army Reserve units for preparing for an invasion. 2 local units have been called for active duty. Members of the Coast Guard's Port Security Unit left Rochester last night. And the 914th Tactical Unit in Niagara Falls has been called for duty. They left yesterday afternoon. Stay with NewsSource 13 for the latest from Haiti. We will have a full report at 11. Well, back home on Rochester's northeast side, some trouble. 3 men are hospitalized with gunshot wounds. Police closed off the 200 block of Clifford Avenue around 4 this afternoon. 3 men were shot at in front of the home there. The suspects fled on foot. Police do not have anyone in custody. The victims, though, are all in satisfactory condition at area hospitals tonight. Well, up next from NewsSource 13, the latest from On the Search for Kaylee Polton. And the doors closed for good at McCurdy's. Shoppers left with everything but the kitchen sink. Stay with us.
You're watching NewsSource 13 with Bill Murray, meteorologist Mike Brookins, and Rich Becker on sports.
It's time again for the Chase-Pitkin Home Repair Clinic with Gary and Mike, brought to you by Red Devil.
Hi, I'm Gary Harris.
And I'm Mike Horn.
Today we're going to start getting our house ready for winter. We're going to try and keep our heating bills in line by filling up some of the gaps around the doors and windows around the house, starting with this one. After that, we're going to go inside and caulk around the bathtub.
Gary, there's so many caulks in the market. How do you tell which one to use?
That's a great question, Mike. Fortunately, Red Devil caulks are what we call job-specific. They've got caulks for tub and tile, doors and windows, even concrete and mortar.
Let's take a look at our project list for doing doors and windows. Red Devil window and door caulk, caulk gun, and rag. We'll be back after this word. Chase-Pitkin is your complete Red Devil supply center, offering you the best selection of Red Devil products and tools. Red Devil features lifetime universal siliconized acrylics that are run and streak resistant, water cleanup, paintable, and can be effectively applied down to 40 degrees Fahrenheit. And it can be used for many types of surfaces, wood, metal, or plastic. It's Red Devil at Chase-Pitkin. The best is what we've got.
Before caulking this window, we went around and cleaned off any old loose caulk that was on there, made sure the surface was nice and clean and dry. We also filled in any gaps or cracks with some nice putty.
Now we're going to cut the tube at a 45-degree angle.
Nice gun, Mike.
Makes the job real easy, Gary.
Great. Mike is now applying the caulk. Now notice that he's pushing the caulk in as he goes rather than pulling it towards him. Now this technique will fill the void for a better seal. If you're caulking around your bathtub, it's a good idea to fill the tub up with water first. That way the weight of the water will pull the tub away from the wall if there's any sag in the floor. Then when you're done with your caulking job, just let the tub full of water sit overnight while the caulk cures. Hey, great job, Mike.
Well, thanks, Gary. You know, whether it be indoors or outdoors, Red Devil and Chase-Pitkin have the answer.
Please write us with your comments or suggestions. And hear us every Saturday from 8:15 to 9:30 a.m. on 1180 WHAM. Chase-Pitkin, the best is what we've got.
This portion of NewsSource 13 is brought to you by Chase-Pitkin Home and Garden.
A mother leads a search for her missing daughter, and dozens of people join in. Today, Judy Gifford trudged through the thick of it in search of clues in her daughter's disappearance. Kaylee Polton has been missing since May. Gifford asked people throughout the area to search their property and look for clothing or her daughter's big wheel. On Tuesday, Kaylee Polton turns 5.
People want to know, what am I going to do that day? That's a good question. I certainly am not going to let her birthday just slide by and not celebrate it in my own way, but it's not something I know if I want to share with the public or not. That may be just something very private in my own home.
Now, searchers have been asked to forward any information to the Kaylee Search Center in East Rochester. Other parents took efforts today to keep their own children safe from strangers. Dozens of families packed into the Riverside Convention Center for a safety fair. The county, Kodak, and local media hosted the event. The program was created to reduce the risk of child abduction. A video camera captured the faces of hundreds of children. The images will be stored in a database for reference. They say shopping will never be the same. Today, McCurdy's closed its doors at Midtown for good. You could feel the carnival atmosphere as shoppers rallied around the remaining racks. Customers dug through bargains with discounts reaching as high as 80%. Now, McCurdy's has been a part of this city since 1901, and many of its employees have had that same history.
I'm sorry to see it go. Too bad. But I find it very good company to work for.
It's been a great place, and a lot of people have grown up working at McCurdy's, in the stock rooms and the sales floor, gone on to bigger and better things.
McCurdy's announced in July that it was selling or closing all of its stores. Debt, competition, and fewer customers were cited as reasons why. Well, lots of action at Midtown today as McCurdy's moved out. Volunteers helped move in tables and chairs to set the stage for a fundraiser. 3,000 people are expected at Center Court tonight for Dining for Dollars. It's the largest fundraiser in the area for people living with AIDS.
The satisfaction of giving back to a very giving community and to people who have been instrumental in doing some great things for the community that now need our help.
Over 100 people will first host dinner in their homes, then everyone heads to Midtown for dessert and fun. Mike Brookins is here to tell everybody what it will be like as they head out the door tonight.
I don't think they're going to see any problems. Basically, all we have out there are cloudy skies. Started off a little muggy, a little uncomfortable earlier today, but it's now starting to get quite nice out there, and some nice weather is headed this way. I'll have the forecast coming up next. Today's background picture coming from the Memorial Art Gallery. Our high temperature today, earlier today, 77 degrees. Last night's low, only 69. Stay with us.
Hey, this looks good.
Honey, are you listening to me?
Yeah.
Honey?
$2.99 for all that?
I asked Mother to come and live with us.
Ooh, is that great?
Oh, and Melissa quit school and joined the circus.
Terrific.
And I got a tattoo today.
Perfect.
Arby's closes in 10 minutes.
What? 10 minutes?
Just kidding.
Now get a regular Arby's roast beef sandwich, curly fries, and a 20-ounce drink, all for just $2.99. The famous roast beef combo, only $2.99 and only at Arby's.
Walter has been very picky about produce. It was tough on his family, but for Walter, it has always been the best or nothing.
Walter? Walter, I got these for you today. No? Well, what about these? No.
But today, thanks to that passion, Tops customers get the freshest, most delicious produce in town. At Tops, our produce is better because of Walter.
Rainy and cloudy and not much to say about today.
Yeah, it wasn't too nice. A little bit on the muggy side. Most of the rain, though, did stay southeast of the city and to the northwest. They didn't even receive any rain at all. Tonight looks to be rain-free as well. Not too bad out there. Partial clearing eventually working in. I have seen some blue skies within the last hour or so. Tonight's low temperature, a little bit on the cool side, 50 degrees. Our winds coming in out of the west to northwest. Right now, we're looking at cloudy skies out at the airport. Our temperatures, not too bad, pretty mild, 70 degrees. The relative humidity, 70%, winds out of the northwest. The dew point temperature, 60 degrees. Earlier this afternoon, we had a temperature of 75 with a dew point of 68. It was a little bit on the uncomfortable side, but it has since dropped as a cold front moved through the region. Our temperatures really haven't cooled off too much. We're in the 70s for the most part. Down in Arkport, they had some heavier showers. Pretty much the substantial showers stayed to the southern Livingston County, parts of Ontario County, and Yates County. Arkport got about 0.8 of an inch of rain down there. They have 64 degrees right now, but up to the north and the northwest, we didn't receive any rainfall at all. Out in Orleans County, they had a dry day, 71 degrees from Bernie Montroy's out in Kendall. Wayne County, they had some drizzle and some light showers that moved through central parts of Wayne County. Up towards Williamson, they had a sprinkle. They have 70 degrees right now. Let's take a look at the northeast satellite picture, and we can show you all the clouds moving up the eastern seaboard. We have a front that's pretty much stalled out. It's not moving very quickly as waves of energy come up along this front. This front is slowly moving off to the east, and that means we are going to have some clearing weather. We can see this clearing line right now. There's a few breaks in the overcast from Rochester to the west, but the main clearing line is still over Toronto and then back through parts of Ohio. This will slowly move off, so we're calling for partial clearing tonight. Later tomorrow morning, it looks like we'll have a good amount of sunshine, but there's still another weak front well up here still to come through. And as we go through the day, with bringing all the cold air across the warm lake waters, I think we're going to see some of those fair weather cumulus clouds develop. Here's the radar picture, and we can see all the rain across the East Coast with this frontal system. The heavier showers, the thunderstorms, luckily did not hit us. It's great to hear this. All of the rain staying to the south and the southeast. Binghamton with some heavy rains today in central Pennsylvania. Out to the west, we see a few scattered showers over parts of Lake Erie, but that's about it. It looks like it's going to be a dry overnight period, I should say. Super Doppler radar, we'll take a look at it. We see those heavier showers staying south of the Pennsylvania border, maybe a few sprinkles through parts of the Finger Lakes, but that's about it. Another shower going in through parts of Allegheny County. Here's the forecast map for tomorrow during the morning hours. The front and the low pressure system, all the rain, all the clouds, that'll move off to the East Coast. We'll have drier weather moving in. It will be cooler, a little bit on the breezy side, feeling a little bit fall-like also with highs only around 65. But as we go through the afternoon, the cooler air coming in across the warmer lake waters will create those fair weather cumulus clouds, as I said. So we'll call it a mixture of sun and clouds for the afternoon. These clouds will come through tomorrow evening. Could top off a sprinkle, but I really don't expect a lot. Here's our forecast for tonight. Expect partial clearing, the low temperature down to 50 degrees, a little bit on the cool side. Boating tomorrow, this will be the last weekend of the summertime season, as the fall equinox is later this week. Wave heights will be 2 to 3 feet. Tomorrow's forecast calls for a mixture of sun and clouds, a high near 65, a little fall-like there. Mostly sunny then on Monday, 67, and we will warm back up to more summer-like weather by Tuesday and Wednesday, with highs by Wednesday reaching 73.
But at least for a period it will be chilly.
A little bit more fall-like for the next couple of days, Mary.
I think it sounds a little like football.
A little
weather.
like some football.
Yes.
It also sounds a little like some golf down in the southern tier. Jeff Sluman ready for his second career PGA Tour victory. We'll let you know. And back to what Mary was talking about, football, one of the top games of the year, Canandaigua and Fairport. We'll head to the home of the Braves next to NewsSource 13 Sports.
Fine. With Wendy's 99-cent super value menu, you can do things you just can't do anywhere else. For instance, take a junior bacon cheeseburger, put it with a big order of biggie fries and biggie drink. Or replace the junior bacon cheeseburger with a bowl of rich and meaty chili, and the fries with a big baked potato. Or if you like a fresh salad, choose a Caesar side salad. You know, with our 99-cent super value menu, I could do this all day. Are you with me?
Right, Dave.
Good. Now take a Frosty, a bowl of chili, and put it with a biggie drink.
If you're going to say Bob Evans is the best tasting sausage around, you better be pretty darn sure it is. Well, I'm sure, all right. You can tell by the color. It's pink. That means it's fresh. And the fresher the sausage, the better it tastes. Guaranteed or your money back. Simple as that. The way I see it, if my name's on it, it better be the best.
You tell him, Dad.
Come on, let's eat.
Bob Evans, down on the farm.
There aren't many things you can buy for $1 nowadays, but a box spring is one of them during the City Mattress Dollar Sale going on right now. You buy the mattress. You can then buy the matching box spring for $1. The mattress you sleep on. The box spring supports the mattress, which supports you. They work together. We deliver and set them up free, and the rest is up to you.
Get that City Mattress feeling every day.
At Bob Hastings Oldsmobile GMC truck, we're committed to quality. And part of that commitment is to service. You see, helping you buy a new car is only part of our job. Our factory-trained technicians are ready to take care of everything, from your routine maintenance to major repairs. The Bob Hastings Service Department has won the Old Service Merit Award every year for over 20 years. So you know you're in good hands. Bob Hastings Oldsmobile GMC truck, a dealer you can believe in.
And Rich is in with Sports Southern Tier, getting to see a lot of our man Sluman.
Yeah, that's right. He's had a tough time over the last couple of years, but now finally maybe this could be the one. After 2 rounds of the BC Open, Jeff Sluman was protecting a slim 1-stroke lead. Now with the 3rd round done, Sluman has given himself another stroke breathing room. Jeff shot another strong round today, 67 to open up a 2-stroke lead over the field. Going to tomorrow's final round, Mike Sullivan second at 13 under. Sluman seeking his first tour win since his PGA championship in 1988. Now let's check out the Ryder Cup without the Europeans, the President's Cup in Virginia. That's Jeff Maggart with the rally caps on. Didn't work in the morning matches, though. Fulton Allen with the birdie putt. Nice one. As the international team took the 4-ball, 9 matches to 6. But in the afternoon, the United States got strong. Jim Gallagher from the fringe. And how about Corey Pavin out of the bunker? Boy, you gotta love these shots. It feels so good when they go in, like I've ever had one. United States leads it 12-8 right now. Singles, 12 matches coming up tomorrow. To high school football now, just 1 point separated Fairport from Canandaigua last year. It was also the loss that kept Canandaigua from postseason play. Today, the rematch in the home of the Braves, where there were very few seats to be found. In Canandaigua today, fans had to be happy when their team opened up a 17-0 halftime lead. Fairport got close on its first drive of the second half. Nice hit there by Kyle Kingston to keep Ken Driscoll of Fairport out of the end zone, but not for long. Driscoll bangs it in 17-7. Fairport fans sensing a comeback, but it didn't happen. Canandaigua right back to it. Trevor Harvey, 313 yards in the air. Nice catch by Matt Baker. Braves kept it on the ground. Bill Green takes it in, 24-7. Nice spin move there. Green not the only one. Andy Rogers, they call him Roy. Well, he jumps off his horse and scores 31-7. Celebration in Canandaigua as they avenge last year's loss.
I just went out, played my best, you know, and our team, I have to say it, we played the best game we could ever play. We couldn't play any better than we played today. Well, I always remember how people always compare me to my brother, and I remember my brother played his senior year. He didn't beat Fairport, and we did. So I was pretty happy.
Those haircuts, by the way, happened this morning as a rallying cry. 31-14 Canandaigua over Fairport. East with another shutout over Rush Henrietta. Arcadia beats Eastridge. Athena with its 3rd shutout of the year. Churchville-Chili gets its first ever win on its home turf. Marshall over Wilson, 28-22 in City Catholic action. Also in City Catholic, a meeting of 2 undefeated teams as Aquinas visited Edison. Just a lazy day, perfect for some football for some fans today. Other fans were dancing. Maybe she was an Edison fan because the defense was hot today. Track down Arthur Williams, tracks down quarterback Kyle McGee. Throws him for a loss. Edison did its damage on the ground today. Ronald Lindsay up the middle. The extra lunge gets in for the score. 12-0 Inventors. The defense put the next score on the board for Edison Tech. 3 players will force the fumble. And watch closely for number 4. He's right there. He will pick it up, take it outside of your picture, and eventually he will come back into your picture on his way to the end zone. Edison now 3-0 after a 25. There he is, 25-6 victory today. Victor over Bishop Kearney 12-7. It was Red Jacket 21, Romulus 12. Clyde Savannah pitches a shutout at South Seneca. Minders does the same to Penn Yan. Horseheads over Hornell 20-7. Cal Mum shuts out Leroy. It was Warsaw over Elba 24-8. Alexander shuts out Geneseo, and Letchworth over Pembroke 22-7. Now that Syracuse has its first win of the season, they've got their sights set on their first Carrier Dome win of the year. SU meeting Rutgers tonight at the Dome. A relaxed week of practice for the Orange after they come off a strong second-half performance over Cincinnati last week. They're hoping to carry it over to tonight's game at the Dome.
We feel relieved in a sense, you know, that we can win. And I think Saturday, you're going to see a lot more confidence out of the offense, especially, you know, to know that we can get out there and perform and play and all those good things.
Game time about 6 minutes. We have a crew in Syracuse, and we'll have highlights for you tonight on NewsSource 13 at 11. UCLA and Nebraska's annual meeting today in Lincoln. UCLA remembers all too well the 1-point loss in LA last year. Is today payback day? Well, it was nothing but a sea of red in Cornhusker land today. First half, Tommy Frazier, the running quarterback, shows he can throw it too. Down the field to Eric Alford, 23 yards, 6-0. The point after was missed. It was 12-0. Nebraska and UCLA got going. A middle screen from Wayne Cook to Kevin Jordan. He takes it in. Gives UCLA fans something to cheer about. 12-7, but Frazier, 3 touchdowns today. This one on the option. Frazier rhymes with Heisman. Well, not really, but it's his award to lose. Nebraska wins it big today, 49-21. Penn State doing some damage on Iowa today. Also in the top 10, it was Notre Dame over Michigan State, 21-20, in a game you just saw here on TV 13. And Auburn will move into the top 10 with that win over LSU. Locally, Fisher gets its first ever win over Hobart. Gannon big over the U of R. Kings Point takes Brockport. Alfred over Hartwick. It was Mansfield heading Ithaca, a loss in its home opener. And Cornell beats Princeton 31-16. Pat LaFontaine is $22.5 million richer today. The 5-year deal with the Sabres became official. Pat LaFontaine is the richest, 4th richest player, rather, in the NHL. And finally tonight, Olympic diver Greg Louganis back in Olympic competition, but not having too much luck in the dog Olympics. His dog doesn't want to pay attention. Obstacle courses and even a dog relay highlight this weekend's games at the Burbank Kennel Club. Some real speedsters out there in the grab the ball or run contest. By the way, Louganis finally got his pooch to clear the jump. Must have been that little snacky he had in his hand.
Stay close to the pool.
Yes, that would be a good idea.
And Rich, I know you're going to stay around for this one, the world's largest beer festival. When we come back, stay with us.
Wegmans' low price commitment to saving you money continues with low household cleaner prices every day. Compare for yourself. You'll find Wegmans has the lowest supermarket prices on your favorite brands of household cleaners. Lower than Tops, lower than Bell's, lower than Big M. Whether you need kitchen, bath, or all-purpose cleaners, Wegmans saves you more, saving you money on the items you use most. At Wegmans, it's what giving you our best really means. Yeah.
Dear Dave, I got a degree, got a job, got my first paycheck, got a shock.
Where's the rest?
Luckily, there's a Wendy's nearby. With your 99-cent super value menu, I get lots of choices even though I'm on a limited budget. My favorite meal's a 99-cent junior bacon cheeseburger and Caesar side salad. I also get a Biggie diet. It lasts all afternoon. And when I have a rough day, I treat myself to a Frosty. They say there's no such thing as a free lunch. Luckily, this comes close.
Any closer, and I'd be out of business.
Hi, I'm Frank Wright, and I want to introduce you to some very special people at a very special place, Roberts Wesleyan College.
They're really interested in seeing us succeed. That's their prime goal.
There are no easy courses because everybody wants you to do better than you think you can.
Yeah.
They can ask questions here in a safe environment. Any question can be asked.
Roberts is so special because of the people.
It's time to discover for yourself the difference at Roberts Wesleyan College.
Choosing the right heating and cooling dealer used to be a real guessing game.
Furnace man.
But now, with Lennox quality dealer standards, Lennox products and dealers are an unbeatable team.
Bedlam Residential has measured up to Lennox's tough standards, and that's a promise of quality service. Rochester Automatic Heating and Air Conditioning meets the same high standards as Lennox equipment. Call them for the best in service and installation.
Now get 12 months 0% financing on selected Lennox systems.
Experience the excitement and adventure of yesteryear at Genesee Country Museum. Genesee Country Museum is fun for everyone. Meet and talk with costume guides, stroll through the 19th century village, or try your hand at authentic crafts. Enjoy games, music, dancing, and special events, plus many other hands-on activities for the whole family. Visit Genesee Country Museum, located in Mumford, New York, and experience an adventure in time that's so close to home.
Quick check on weather before we go.
A little bit cool tonight. Tomorrow, a high of 65 with sun and clouds.
We'll bring you the Oktoberfest and the latest on Haiti tonight at 11. Please join us.
Rosa and Sullivan and RCA present Big Screen TV. Imagine watching football, movies, all of your favorite programs throughout this fall and winter with no payments or interest until the spring of 1995. Rosa and Sullivan has an RCA Big Screen TV that's just your size. 31, 35, 46, 52, up to 60 inches wide. And remember, no payments, no interest till the spring of 1995 with your Rosa and Sullivan credit card. Get the big picture. See an exciting live demonstration today.
Now there's a petroleum card unlike any other that gets what you need at more than 13,000 locations. It's the Citgo Plus card, and you can use it anywhere you see the Citgo sign. And because it's the industry's fastest growing card, it can unlock the power of America's fastest growing oil company. It takes one little card to get this kind of convenience. It's the Citgo Plus card, the petroleum card.
The #1 low-price, high-volume dealer for 75 years, Hoselton.
Hoselton sells on volume. That means you buy for less.
It's an auto mall larger than 16 football fields.
Filled with all the best-selling cars and trucks.
Chevrolet.
Geo.
Nissan.
Jeep.
Eagle.
And Toyota.
If you want your next car buying experience to be easy, you want Hoselton Toyota. We're easy to get to. You don't have to fight the mall traffic to get to the Hoselton Auto Mall. We're easy to deal with. I'd like that blue Corolla over there. Here you go. So easy. And Hoselton Toyota is easy to live with. Ease into a 94 Camry for just $209 a month. Or drive a 94 Corolla for just $149 a month. Now that's easy. Or get into a Hoselton 4x4 for as little as $13,388. Yeehaw! Discover how easy car buying can be at Hoselton Toyota. Hoselton, corner of Route 31F and Marsh Road, East Rochester.
Entertainment Tonight, weeknights at 7.
Only on WOKR-13.
Tonight on Hard Copy, Nicole Simpson, after the beating